Hi, my name is Mico. I'm at BMW of San Francisco, and today we're going to do a test drive of the new Active Hybrid 3. This is the new model for BMW 2013, built on the 335i with an addition of batteries and electric motor. And we're going to take it for a drive, and we'll talk about what you get. So right now this car somewhat charged, so when I started the engine really didn't start. It's right now in electric mode, and you have a couple displays here. One display will show you the powertrain, and the other one is driving history, the mileage history. Every bar represents 1 minute. The top part is the mileage, up to 60 miles per gallon, and the bottom is percentage of electric power used. So right now the engine kicked in, and we're in engine mode, and it's just gonna work by itself. It goes on and off, and we'll just talk about how it works. So again, as all BMW 3 Series, it has drive and dynamics control, and there are 3 basic modes. The default mode is comfort. There is an Ecopro mode for better economy, for better mileage, and there is a sport mode. Also, this car is a sport line, so there's a sport plus. We're not going to get there. So right now I'm in regular comfort mode, driving about 25 miles an hour. And the battery is pretty well charged, but it keeps the engine running until I really coast down. Now let's see what's going to happen if I put it to Ecopro. So I just push one button while I'm driving. I don't need to do anything else. And right now it's going to be not as responsive. Also what it does, it changes the way the AC works. It's not going to be as aggressive, and it's going to give me different tips for driving. For instance, if I push brake too hard, it'll advise me to brake ahead of time. If I push gas too hard, it will tell me that I'm accelerating too hard. Also, there's going to be a speed limit warning. So if I set it, let's say at 70 miles an hour, and I drive faster, then it's going to tell me that I'm driving too fast to get better mileage. All right, so this engine is still running. I guess it needed to charge the battery. It kind of takes away the power. Another thing that's different with this car from regular gas engines is that all the new 3 Series have automatic start-stop. And what it does is when you need to start the engine, when you take the foot off the brake, the engine kicks in, and then there's that vibration. So right now the engine kicked out. The engine's off. I'm going to start driving. So it starts driving on electric, and then when more torque is needed, the power kicks in. So the advantage of the hybrid right now is that it's a smoother start. You don't have that shudder from the engine kicking. All right, so we're driving Ecopro, 50 miles an hour, take my foot off the brake, and it still coasts to the engine. So I really don't have control over this system. It depends on how the AC working, how high is the battery charge, so it does everything by itself. So right now it's normal drive mode, charges the battery. Try to play with it to get to different modes. So right now we're gonna roll to a stop, and I just want to see. So right now it's still kind of persistent. Okay, so engine just went out, and it's using the engine to charge the battery, basically using the regenerative power for the battery. Let's see where we are. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to my favorite spot. I think that's where we are, and we're going to try the sport mode. So the power is out, the engine is out, it's all in electric. I'm going to go to comfort, and then the car is going to, so in comfort, I can accelerate. It's pretty responsive, so I'm going to accelerate myself up to a light. Slow down. Engine's off again. You can see it's on the battery. And there's one car in front of me. I cannot really accelerate a lot, but what I want to do here, once I get some more room, I'm going to put it to sport mode, and we'll see what you can really get out of this car. And this is where BMW hybrid is different from Toyota or anything else hybrid. It's not just about the mileage. You do get a little bit better mileage, but you get, basically I get a 335 power with a boost, with power boost, 335 horsepower. So right now I'm in sport mode. I just need these guys to decide what to do, like we get through. That's good enough window, and we're out. over 80 already, 85 miles an hour. Again, this is sport mode. Hybrid is only available with rear-wheel drive, so there's no X-Drive available. But still, handling is very good, very solid. I'm not turning off traction control. I'm not in sport mode plus because I still want to be safe. But I'm going about 85, 86 miles an hour. Extremely quiet, extremely smooth. There a lot of power and demand. Alright, so there's a light. And what I'm going to do now, in addition to the sport mode, I'm going to kick the transmission in sport mode. So what this is going to do, it's going to keep the engine running. Right now, engine will not turn off. It's not going to use the electric power. It's on the engine all the time. And it shows here that it's driver request. This is the only way it can keep the engine running. There's no override for the start-stop function. And what I want to do now, I'm going to want to get the e-boost. I want to get the power of both of them. And that's what we have right now. And that's how you get 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. That's what it was pretty much right now. A little bit even going up the hill, doesn't really matter, there's plenty of torque. So going about 75, pretty quiet going up the hill. That's about 80. I'm going to slow down here a little bit because these turns are kind of tricky. And I'm not planning on drifting or doing anything like that. So traction control kind of keeps me in touch as well. In check, I'd say. So I cannot go too crazy. At 70, there's a car in front of me. And that's 90 miles an hour. 96. I'm gonna go any faster than that. Obviously mileage is killed. You can see on the mileage history, I'm killing it. I'm getting probably like 10 miles per gallon. But right now, this is what you get. You get a 335 with a power boost. Okay, there it comes. Go in the opposite direction. I don't think it's turned around yet. And I don't think we're gonna need it. But still, I'm gonna slow down and we're almost at the end of this stretch. We cannot drive much faster than this anyway. With Sport package, this car has also Sport automatic transmission with paddles. I personally don't like dealing with paddles. I prefer just leaving it in Sport, drive Sport mode. This way it shifts aggressively, but it shifts for me. I don't need to do anything. Alright, so this is the end of the stretch. And what we're going to do now, we're going to roll to, we're going to turn, do a U-turn, and we're going to go back and get a little bit of the same driving downhill on Ecopro mode to see how it's going to differ. So put transmission back. Actually, I'll just do a U-turn right here. And let's see how it's going to feel in Ecopro. So it's 2 touches on the buttons. I'm in Ecopro. I can configure it. I'm not going to do anything, and it's going to go back to previous display. So what it does right now, it shifts much slower, and it's going to use more electric as much as possible. So to see, right now the battery should be charged fully because we drove pretty fast, we drove it hard. Technically, it can drive on electric motor up to 2.5 miles, and for speeds for actually driving up to 47 miles an hour. Coasting in Ecopro mode could be done up to 100 miles an hour. So we're actually going to test this right now. We're just going over the hill and we'll see what it's going to do. So what I want to do, so I'm going, okay, so you see this is the tip. It gives me a tip, accelerate moderately and reduce speed because I'm going a little bit over 70. So right now I took my foot off the gas, went to electric even though I'm going uphill, and the warning went away. And now again we're getting close to the mountain ridge. We're going to cross over and then it should be just coasting. that's it, going 54 miles an hour, a little bit downhill, the engine is off. It's charging the engine, using the coasting, just regenerates energy from us coasting down. A little bit about driving on electric. If you want to stay in electric mode, it takes a little bit of footwork. You need to know how to use it. You need to be very light with it. There's another display in front, a driver display, and when you're in electric mode, there's like 5 sections, 5 like small teeth that you can go through. And if you go over the 5th one, if you push gas too hard, it kicks the engine in. And you don't really have control over it. You cannot say run on electric only. You have to be very light with your foot. But right now we're coasting down 60 miles an hour, electric only, no problem. And right now I'm going to give it a little bit of gas. I want to see how much it's going to tolerate. So I'm okay, just a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, e-drive right here. I'm going 54 miles an hour, so I'm actually even over the official's 47 miles an hour, and I am using, hold on, right now I'm e-drive. I'm always using e-drive for a little while. So again, when you're going downhill, you can drive faster on electric. Another thing that's an Ecopro, like right now, obviously cannot feel, but AC is not working as hard. It's a little bit warmer in the cabin. So that's just a trade-off. Because we have the light. We're going to run the red light. And I guess it used a little bit of the battery. Right now the engine kicked in, even though on an Ecopro, now it's back up. So it does what it needs to do by itself. You don't really need to do anything. There's a lot of controls you can do, a lot of displays you can pull, but on the other hand, someone that doesn't care for it can just leave it in comfort mode, drive. Don't worry about anything. It'll turn off and then turn on. It'll save gas and give you more power. And that's about it. So again, this was an Active Hybrid 3 2013 with a new iDrive Professional. Similar powertrain can be had in the Active Hybrid 5 and 7. Again, pretty much same power, a little bit more power in the 7, otherwise very similar. Thank you for watching.